The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On third down, it's Coleman, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And again, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. He's airing it out for Sanu. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback. And he delivers the ball.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Get up!
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
There we go. Wide eight. Swing to the field, right. To the right. Don't let him breathe.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
There we go, going to 53.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jack Crawford busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Cooper's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Prescott on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing again. Ryan going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's Coleman here, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have broken our tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Third and short yardage. Prescott flush to his right. And that's caught by Beasley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
And there was actually zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
No chance, you go.